Hey guys, Jeb here. How's it going? So you guys can probably actually see me for the first time quite a bit better because I finally got my phone. So now my videos aren't going to look like complete and utter shit. So I'm super excited about that. It's a really awesome thing. I got the iPhone 6s Plus and I'm loving it so far. I didn't really realize how much of a jump it really is from the 5C that I had. So yeah, super sweet. It's actually got, gigs on it, so I can actually like have time to make videos, which is really cool. So anyways, it's Tuesday right now. It's Tuesday evening. I just got back from work and about to hop into some Skyrim here in a little bit. But I thought that I would take this opportunity to come to you guys and talk a little bit just about my experience with Skyrim over the past like 2 weeks or so since it came out, the remastered version. It's for the PS4 and the Xbox One if you're not aware of that. It's an old game, 5 or 6 years right now, and it is heralded as one of those amazing games that everybody really should play. And I just never got around to it, and I was so grateful that it came out for the PS4 right now and that I'm able to play it. And there was a big scare for a minute there that there weren't going to be mods, and I was pissed because it was Sony and Sony was being stupid and it wasn't Bethesda, and Bethesda was like, we want mod support for this game. At the same time, I have never played with mods before, so this is my first experience with mods. So even beforehand, I was like, all right, cool, I'm going to play Skyrim and it's going to have mods. This is going to be cool. I'm going to get to finally figure out what people are talking about. So anyways, due to the outcry, Sony did cave, and there are mods on the PS4. Not as many as on the Xbox One, unfortunately, or the PC, but I'm still able to use them. So this is great, and it's not like I need a whole shit ton, anyways. I have to say, I'm really blown away by mods. It makes me really wish that I could have used some mods in Fallout 4, and it makes me excited to go back and play that game some more to see like what I could have done. What I think I like the most about using mods is that the player is really able to tweak the game, and you kind of get your own tailor-made experience. It's the same core that you're building it upon, but I mean, like, what kind of style graphics do you like? Do you like high fantasy? Do you like lots of bright colors? Do you like it dark and dim? And you know, the game is an older game, so some of the stuff like the character models, and even though it's like been remastered, they still don't look amazing by today's standards. So there's a lot of things that you can improve on. One thing that just okay, when I was playing Fallout 4, it just drove me crazy, and it would just such a time sucker. How much weight you were able to carry, and it would drive me nuts because I'd want to hang on to this and I'd find that, and I loved just going in places and like looting everything, and you had to be so selective, and it was like every half hour you run into the dealers to sell everything off, and hopefully be able to pare down so that you're able to move around without, oh my gosh, it's just so annoying. So for people who don't know, you only have like a certain amount of things that you're able to carry with you. So like weapons, your armor, your healing items, your food, building supplies, whatever. And it's like super low for some reason in both of the games. And I first started out playing Skyrim without any mods for that, and it was again just the same thing, like just oh my gosh, like painful. You're low on money, you can't pick things up to sell it to the merchants and whatever. So anyways, all that to say, I got a mod that allows me to carry as much stuff as I want. I can loot as much as I want. I am not running all the time back and forth between merchants. I'm just like so happy about this. And that is just one mod. There are so many different mods. Most of the mods that I had are just kind of atmospheric. Changing the color palette when you're walking around the open world, adding waves. There's just some little things like that. But I'm loving it. I think it's sweet. It's definitely a good way to play it. I don't ever want to play a Bethesda game again without at least some simple mods like this that just make things a little smoother. For me, what's cool is that like if you don't like those, don't use them. And if you like stuff that I don't like, go right ahead. I didn't want anything that would make the game easier per se, like as far as like battling or anything. But if you do, that's fine. I don't really care, honestly. That's what's really cool. You can play the game however you want. The game itself, I'm loving so much. I'm about 50 hours into it, and I haven't even started the main quest. And it's funny because people always talked about that, and I never really. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because even in Fallout 4, like I stayed pretty much on the main quest. Like I did a lot of extra shit along the way, but the main quest was always progressing at some pace. And in Skyrim, it just hasn't happened at all, and I'm loving it though. It's so amazing. The quests that you do are pretty interesting. One that just happened to me today, I thought was so cool. Um, you're in this little town, and some guy's like talking about some dog that's been walking around on the streets, and he asks for you to go get it. So I accept the quest, and I go find the dog, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna like return it to somebody's house and make some money or whatever. And as soon as you get to the dog starts talking to you. And like it's just hilarious. Totally out of place too. Like there's not been another talking dog in the whole game. I've been playing it for 50 hours. And just like what the fuck. But I absolutely love it. So the dog like tells you what he wants, and he serves some deity type person, and he wants to be reunited with his master, who's a big asshole. So the dog is like telling you what to expect when you're dealing with the master. And so you're like literally walking through the open world following this dog back to this place. And like you'll bump into enemies along the way, and the dog will just sit there and wait for you to go and kill them, and then you guys just continue on your way. It's just so sweet. Like I love little things like that. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with Skyrim. I am excited to get onto the main quest. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna do all the side shit before I jump into that, but this game is sweet. I'm loving it. It's worth everything that everybody talks about, what I can tell so far. And I know, like, people who have played Skyrim, that I'm not far into it at all. I still basically have no idea. So I know my brother-in-law Isaac, he had spent like over 1,000 hours playing Skyrim, over a couple years. So it's a massive game. I'm so glad that I'm playing Bethesda games. Like these really are a whole new frontier for me. So pretty awesome. So anyways, I just thought that I would share some of my thoughts on Skyrim and my experiences so far, and I'm still just loving it and enjoying it. And if you guys want to pick it up, I would definitely recommend it if you're into that sort of thing. So alright guys, take it easy. Hope you enjoyed this. Peace.